So Lenny, we're going to continue this mental adventure of the disoriented princess who is having such a hard time sorting out her ascending scale of affection and who needs instructions how to do a libation right in the context of a singing and dancing occasion, which is framed by the chorus, which is the way that Athenian state theater expresses the ritual context for anything like a libation.
Absolutely.
And so the beautiful thing about having this all happen by way of an interaction between one of the main actors and the chorus is that the chorus really is a stand-in for the community. And the chorus's emotional world is our emotional world as well as the emotional world of these larger-than-life people in the heroic age. And we know how to do ritual correctly, so we're very interested in how these
primordial characters
people in the heroic world are groping their way to doing it right. And Electra is still worried about getting the right lesson. What should I say? Instruct me, inexperienced as I am, and lead me in my thinking. And then the chorus really is speaking for us, the audience of 30,000 plus whatever people in Athens who are witnessing this amazing drama. And at one point, the chorus says, very simply, just signal that you're acting as one who will kill in repayment for a killing. Well, now wait a minute. This is not. This is not really what pouring libations is all about. Can I be a spoiler here? So, spoiler alert, everybody. In the end, you know, instead of having normal liquids for normal rituals of libation, what's going to happen is abnormal shedding of blood. Human blood, not animal blood. That's okay. That's normal, but as long as it's proper sacrifice. This is human blood, and that's not okay. And that's something that's very dysfunctional.
That's not something that you pour as a libation.
And that is part of the understanding of the idea of a hero is that today, when we worship heroes, we know all that. We know that human sacrifice is wrong, or pretending that a murder is a sacrifice is wrong. But in heroic age,
wasn't clear.
It's not clear. Things have to be sorted out. So I'm looking towards the end of this selection as I have it isolated here. If we look towards line 129, where Electra says, and meanwhile, as I pour these liquids of libation to the dead, I say these things as I call on my father. Okay, that's pretty good, except that calling on your father in the heroic age is still messy, because is this ancestor worship? Is this hero cult? In today's world, again, I'm thinking of 458 BCE, the time that this amazing drama was performed. In that period, you have very clear ways.
It's been sorted out.
Of worshiping your ancestors, like worshiping my father, who's my most immediate ancestor, or worshiping heroes who are stylized ancestors that have to do with what community you live in. You have it all straight. In 458 BCE, this poor woman does not have it all straight. And to say, I'm pouring things for my father, well, what is the role of the father here? Is he a vengeful spirit? What is he going to demand? And we know what he demands, because how does the mentality and the emotional world of the father in the realm of the dead express itself? By way of the Erinys. That's what a fury is. I find fury such a good translation, but in some ways a misleading translation. It's like saying all the unfinished business of the dead come together in this superhuman force that can suddenly get unleashed when you least expect it. And it's not personalizing in terms of hero X named such and such, or hero in Y named such and such. It's all just a depersonalized, vengeful force.
Right.
And fury is not a
It's
bad
not
way
It's
to
not bad.
translate
Right.
it.
It's all the anger stored up in the dead.
Now, you and I have been teachers for a long time. How many times have any of your students spelled fury with 2 R's? So you've never had
No,
it happen?
I've never had it happen.
Well, you're a blessed person.
Oh, yes.
I don't know.
Apollo and Iliad many times. but
Well,
not
yes,
fury.
but I must say,
Okay.
I just
That's
start thinking
interesting, though.
of the movie Gremlins when I see fury
Fierce.
spelled with
Oh,
2 R's. I
they
think of the
are.
cute little furry things.
They are very vengeful.
And Erinys are not cute.
No.
This is as scary as it gets.
Yes, exactly.
So, Lenny, when I think of this horrific moment, I can't help but be reminded of a short story,
Uh-huh.
The Monkey's Paw,
Ooh, yes.
by W. Jacobs, where you have the idea of an elderly couple longing to see their son one more time, who's been dead and tragic circumstances, and then they get this wish by way of the monkey's paw, and then we soon find out that sometimes you shouldn't wish for some things.
Yes. You don't always want what you can wish for. Yes.
And in a way, that's what Electra is wishing for, something that has all sorts of very horrific consequences.
Yes.